Welcome, everyone, to Top 5 Guns. It's a show where we bring on a guest and we talk to them about the 5 guns they would take from their collection if they could only take 5 guns to last for the rest of their life. They will rank them in order, and then along the way, we'll ask them some questions, get to know them a little bit. Today on the show, we've got Roger from QVO Tactical, and here we are.
Here we are.
We've been hanging out.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? 3 guys like us, you know, just hanging out on the range. About damn time. So we're here with Roger from QVO, and folks who watch the show understand the format of it. So we'll just kind of kick it off with, who are you? You know, intro background. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Roger. I own and operate QVO Tactical here in Las Vegas. The bulk of what we do is manufacturing Kydex holsters and gear. We also have a YouTube channel.
Yes.
And we like to shoot guns. Background, I was in law enforcement many, many years ago. And back then, I got to be part of a cool team on our strip, which we didn't get the best gear. So that kind of got me into making my own gear. Mm-hmm. That took off and honestly started paying me way more than the police department did. So I was like, I'm out.
So that was the origin story of QVO. Yeah. Was basically modding gear because you didn't get the gear you wanted.
Yeah.
Huh. That's awesome. And then you guys also on your channel, humbly, you just hit 100K, correct?
Yes, we did.
Congrats, man.
Thanks, man.
That's awesome, dude.
Big deal.
Yeah, you've been at it,
play
dude.
button. Get the play button coming.
I just got the shipping notification.
Yeah.
They denied us, but good for you.
Yeah. I have a wood one that someone made, and we put a middle finger on it.
Nice.
That says congratulations on 100,000 subscribers. So even though, you know, your background probably kind of answers the question to a degree, but how'd you get into guns? Like, you know,
honestly, video games. Me and one of my best friends growing up, he got me into Team Fortress Classic back in the day, like when you had to like get on like with AOL, 56 came out into play, and then we got into Counter-Strike. He was really big into the old like Dave Defeat guns, so he bought all of like the Mosin the Gaunts and the 8mm Mauser.
Cool.
First gun I ever shot, 8mm Mauser.
No way, that's
and
cool.
My friend was a jerk and like, yeah, shoot it. Like, luckily we didn't have cameras back then because I was on my ass. But I got really into the modern stuff at the time, which was Counter-Strike. So like my first gun I bought from, if you're a Vegas local, Bill's Buy and Sell. Used to be a gun store downtown Fremont. And I bought a Wasser AK-47 for $300 on my 18th birthday, and I was out in the desert just having a blast.
Very cool.
That's awesome,
Very cool. AK first gun. Yep, I like it. Okay, everyone, coming up now is gun number 5. You do want some padding. Padding would be nice. I mean, it's a 5.56. It's not like it's harsh, but you're like, I think it sounded like it was struggling on that steel. Not the gun, the steel sounded like it wants to die, like the one the other day. Not super gassy, because I'm a lefty and I noticed that shit. And that's not their, oh no, it is pretty low back pressure can. It's vented up front, but very nice.
Yeah, you'll want padding on that, but it's not terrible.
Nah, if you're going for retro vibes, obviously that's the stock to do.
Yeah.
If you're going for like, I want the best modern shooting gun I can get, you're like, yeah, you probably swap out the stock, but.
I think the only way to go would be like a CTR. I had a black CTR on it.
CTR would work. All right, gun number 5, what do we got?
So this is, I mean, we all love the Gordy gun.
Yep.
And I have this whole thing with like retro meets modern. So that's what I wanted to build, like a modern Gordy gun. So A2 receiver upper, so it's the carry handle that's actually built into the upper receiver.
Yeah.
Centurion, they make an awesome like modern M-block rail that leaves a spot for the front side block, which is awesome.
Very
so you
cool.
can have it integrated in there and keep it.
Yeah.
And then Griffin, one of my favorite cans from them is the M4 SDK. Well, they came out with the M4 SDL, which uses their gate lock, which is awesome, but it's a more modern look of a can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
fairly low back pressure.
Yeah, I mean, it shoots really well. Like it's just it's a Luth AR 10.5 upper that I just ripped off the M4 handguards and put that on. And then the Prism optic from Primary Arms, I think it gives me like, it mounts like an ACOG into the carry handle. But
it does look good on a retro build like this.
Yeah.
And so that mount is something that
Primary Arms specifically makes for it to go on carry handles, which is
Good
cool.
for them, man.
Right?
You know, that's a case of a company listening to a consumer base and saying, okay, cool, we'll make some shit that you guys actually want.
Radiant charging handle, obviously.
Yep, I love Radiant stuff, especially like the 40. Like I'm one of the guys where I like to run my thumb on the other side, so I rest it.
Okay.
Just like how my 1911, like how I shoot 1911,
Okay.
resting right there. So the 45 is perfect.
Okay. And then, let's see, so we got can, and then
Couldn't
Night
find a full
vision
power.
stuff?
Yeah, I couldn't find a full power black PEC. I have a full power tan one, but couldn't find a black one, so picked up a Somo Gear one. It's run great for me on the range. Just did a night shoot with it, and then the Pro Scout IR to go with it. That way I got a little brighter illuminator if I need it.
oh, yeah, solid guy. And then one more time, was the barrel length on it?
10.5.
Okay, so 10.5. So you lean the shorty direction.
Yeah.
Yep.
For me, it's like everything that I've ever, like, my only experience with actually like running a gun was just clearing houses, like having to like respond to a call. And back then we could only use 16-inch guns.
Yeah.
And so with a suppressor, it kind of gives you that same feel, and I'm able to maneuver with it being so short. So
Yeah, and your rattle can skills are actually quite good.
A lot of my buddies were just like, "You're gonna do orange," and I'm like, "You'll see, it's gonna look right out
More
of like,
video game
yep,
theme.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I got no issue with it. I
No,
think
it
that
looks
color
great.
combo is very cool, actually.
You think you'll end up painting like PEC and everything with some orange, or just
Probably
leave
not. I like the whole like
two-tone thing's cool.
I did everything black. Like I originally had tan. I was like, nah, black looks better, so I switched everything out to black.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Hell yeah. All right, let's go to number 5. Big thanks to the sponsor of today's and many of our videos, that'd be Ciguera Gear. They make belts. Yeah, that's what we rock. We did a couple reviews on their stuff before they actually sponsored the channel, so we'll have those linked below. You can go check that out. They've got the light inner Velcro belt. That's the main one that that we rock, that I have on currently. Emissary, a little bit more of a rigid EDC belt if you want something for
More stiff.
racking, you know, if you want the stiffness there, or Battle Wagon,
Which is what I use, because it layers on top of my light inner belt for when we go to battle or we film in the desert.
yes, same.
Same.
You know, same
Code
difference.
1911 Syndicate saves you 10% off. Check them out.
Okay, moving along. So here's the game. So gun laws don't exist. You can own any bucket list gun from any era, no consequences, no laws. What is the one, like, if I could own my one freaking unicorn?
So I've already thought about this, and it's two. Can I answer two? It's two.
Okay, fine.
So a legit Gordy full auto suppressed,
Okay.
Okay,
or an MP7.
right.
Yeah.
Which have you shot an MP7 yet?
I haven't.
Okay.
I don't need to know that. I don't have to shoot it to know. I
Yeah,
want
it's like it doesn't matter. yeah, it doesn't matter, right?
Well,
It's,
we need to arrange that. Yeah.
it's as fun as you think it's going to be. Is the gun practical in any way, shape, or form? Not really, but like, yes, it is a gun like you must have in your life. And no, everyone at home, since we're, we put out a lot of HK stuff. No, you're not likely to ever get a civilian variant. So I would not hold your breath on that.
I'm one of these guys. Like I'm on the hunt for the MP7 I have at home. Like I have a TP9 like coming out. I just got one of those SBR'd. I have 2 fluxes for that reason.
Yep. Yeah,
Just
kind of checking that box.
everything that I could get to try to make an MP7, I have. Like there's, what is it? Nick with Velux Training Group. He's got like the Keltec version that he made. Like,
As close as you can get.
Right?
They're such a cool gun. Like we need to arrange that so you can shoot one. They're awesome.
We'll figure it
And
out.
recently, a nod to your background, 2 officers recently were in shootings with them, and they were employed very effectively.
Yeah.
So
Without a lot of rounds, it really went contrary to popular belief of like it's a whole mag per person. It's like, it was pretty brief. It was pretty brief, little, zzz, and guy goes down.
Being here in Nevada, like it's not difficult as other states to get an SOT. So it's like that has been one of the reasons. Like maybe I should get an SOT just to get that gun.
Yeah.
right on.
Okay, I'll hit you with something different. We've never gone down this path, but I thought about it. I think I don't know, in the middle of the night the other night. So, what are you good at?
What am I good at?
What are you good at?
I mean, in as far as like life or range.
You can go any direction you. Not range. Not
Okay.
range. What is Roger good at?
What am I good at? Honestly, relationship building.
We've
Like-
seen that firsthand.
I am really big on being a part of the people that are in my life. As corny as it sounds, I think that the true currency in life is time. Like we're all like very limited. We can't get it back. And so like the people that I have in my life that are, gracious enough, like I'm gracious, like they're I'm very grateful for, because they'll choose to spend that time with me. You know what I mean? Like the stuff that we've done since you guys been out. The three of us have talked via DM, phone. I FaceTime with you.
Yeah.
You know,
This is the first time ever hanging out.
Yeah. But it's like, I was like, oh man, Jake and Chris are coming. Like, I want to make sure we go do all this fun stuff.
Yeah.
Because we don't know if we're going to get a chance to do it again.
Sure.
Schedules, you know, everything going on. Like, SHOT Show's super busy.
Get hit by a bus tomorrow.
Exactly.
You know?
And so that's the thing. Like, I've just been really big on that. I think my success in law enforcement was like being able to relate to people. I really
person, right?
Yeah. You catch way more flies with honey than vinegar. I found that like when I had to get like real crime out there, I was able to get more information when I was just kind, nice people, understanding. But yeah, that's what I think. I think the success of my business has come from relationship building with my customers. Like, if you're a QVO customer and you've ever had any issues, you know that you've talked to me directly, and I want to keep it that way.
That's awesome.
Cool. Okay,
That's the way to
so
do it.
flip end of the spectrum.
Okay.
What do you suck at?
What do I suck at? Organization. That's why I laughed so much when you said yesterday you thought I was really organized. My grandfather raised me, and he was a pack rat. Like you guys, like the room you're staying in, you just saw what was out there. You didn't even open the closet yet. Like just boxes everywhere. Like I don't know. I was one of those kids where I had toys, and I'm like, if I didn't play with a certain toy, I felt like that toy felt bad because I wasn't playing with it, so I want to get rid of it. Like I remember, like I'm 39 now, and there's still times where I'll ask my mom, like, "Hey, what happened to that lunchbox that I had?" She's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "When I was 8, I had this He-Man lunchbox." She's like, "Oh my God, Roger, I don't know what happened to that thing." So yeah, organization. I'm not like, if things are like, if you come to my desk and it's cluttered, I know where everything's at. But the second my girlfriend will start moving stuff, it's gone forever.
Yeah, organized chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. All right, coming up, gun number 4. Like a 45, blow a hole through a man's chest.
I think I need to get one of these, man. Just to have, right? They're iconic.
It's kind of a, having a 45 in 1911, and there's something about whether an operator or TRP, you go, don't you just kind of have to have that, like, you just kind of have to have that.
They just brought them back. Like they just released a whole full rail batch again. Ventura's got some in. Like I just saw it posted the other day, but Springfield just released like a batch of them.
Yeah, like it is I've got a non-railed in stainless because I just thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But the railed is also, you know,
full rail is just
once the light's on it, because the light balances the whole aesthetic of the thing. Gun number 4. What do we got?
That is my old duty gun, the Springfield TRP operator, chambered in 45 with the monstrous bull barrel, as you just saw.
We were just saying, we're like, you could just kill a man just by hitting him with the barrel. I mean, the barrel's got to be like 7 pounds. Like, my God.
Finish it off nicely with an old school Surefire X200, which back in the day, that little tiny like square beam we thought was the brightest thing we'd ever seen in our lives.
Crazy, yeah. Yeah, with this super,
yes,
this pressure pad I'm loving, and I'm pissed that it doesn't exist anymore.
Specifically made for the 1911 platform. It is activated with the your support hand and the index finger pushing up, so you won't ND it. It's purposeful, like it's great, and I don't know why Surefire won't bring it back. Andrew, bring it back.
Yeah, so like it's pad right there, activated, but so I can still grip the pistol as long as I'm not like crazy, but as soon as I like hunker down to shoot, it's going to be on. That's cool. Yeah, and they really should bring that back. My God.
Doesn't affect holster fitment because it doesn't go down on the grip. Yeah. It's great.
Very, very cool.
Full dust cover, obviously.
Yes. So this gun was purchased back in 2002, 2003. Yeah, I had it for the academy. I was going in there. I went to the academy at 21, and like I think I purchased 11 different handguns, probably all from Counter-Strike. Yeah. Before I found the gun that I was like, okay,
That's
this
my gun.
one, I pointed, I shot. Mind you, my fundamentals were just garbage back then.
Yeah.
But that gun, wherever I pointed it, the bullet went where I wanted to go. So I was like, this is the one.
What were you shooting prior to this?
First handgun I ever had was a Glock 22, so 40 cal.
Yes.
And it looked like I shot a shotgun from 25 yards out.
Yeah. And then, and you're largely a 1911 guy now.
Correct.
So you kind of
2011.
found your platform and
Yeah, I've been
largely
shooting.
stuck with it.
Yep, I've been shooting 1911 since I was 21. So what's that math? 18 years.
Yeah. But I mean, truthfully, for people that haven't really gone down the 1911 path, once you, it's like a come to Jesus moment. It's once you're like, oh shit, so grip angle's better, trigger can't be beat, just the whole package, and then you go, okay, there's the heritage and just the legacy of it, which I'm still kind of a sucker for that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it was made in 1911. The fact that it's still around says a lot.
It says a lot. I mean, how many products invented 110 plus years ago are still completely relevant today? I mean, like, that's unheard of.
And don't get me wrong, guys, like, as much as I love this platform, if you are a brand new shooter and this is the video that you're seeing, go get a Glock 19.
I love it.
Love it. Yeah. Well, I tell people the same thing. I'm like, look, man, I'm a 2011, 1911 guy. I would not advise someone to start there. There's, more safety things and, just manual of arms is trickier and, but yes, great gun. Okay, let's see. Moving on here. So as we mentioned, you recently hit 100,000 subscribers.
Yes, sir.
Super badass. But you did not necessarily start out making gun content.
Correct.
What was the first video?
So we did like some travel vlogs, me and my buddy Derek, which that was really humbling. Like I had some friends watch it and they were like, yo, can I get those 30 minutes of my life back?
Oh, no.
I was like, man. But YouTube, like my buddy Talon was just like, hey man, I get so many questions about like who is behind QVO. Get him to start a channel. And so, he gave me some pointers and stuff. And I was really a big fan of like Casey Neistat, Peter McKinnon, David Dobrik at the time. That's what I was watching.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, all right, well, I'm going to make like that kind of style. So I literally just did 5-minute vlogs. Every day it was a video, exactly 5 minutes to the T. And it was Monday through Friday. I would upload one video every single day at 5 p.m., 5-minute video of like the start of our day to getting some work done, to grabbing lunch, to me and Des shouting out a customer. And then somebody trying to scare Des or something. And literally, like I remember saying in the videos, like, hey, to the 6 of you watching, this is what we're doing today.
Cool.
And I did 75 of those. And it got me to 10,000 subscribers in like 4 months.
That's cool. That's very cool.
And then I was so burnt out, I took a break for like 2 months, and I had never received so much hate in my life.
Oh, really?
Comments or DMs were just like, hey man, every day I come home and I take my evening poop and I watch your video, and now I'm sitting here just pooping. I'm like,
thank you.
all right,
very sweet.
We're very close now.
Intimately connected to your life at that point.
That's awesome.
There's definitely hints of Casey Neistat in there, just in terms of the daily vlog thing, and then it's.
I really wish he would start going and posting again, man. Like his video, "Do What You Can't." Literally, I watched that at my desk working for the government and wrote my resignation letter like 2 minutes after.
Oh, really?
Cool. From that video, started typing my resignation letter, and then 2 weeks later, was like, I'm doing QVO full time.
Yeah, super
That's
cool.
awesome.
So, okay, so let's play this game. So if you, let's say right now, either you can't be a cop and QVO, you're not doing that anymore. You sold it out and you're moving on to a different career. What would you do if you weren't doing what you do now?
Can I take a guess? It's got to be something with vehicles, cars, because you're the car guy. No?
Yeah.
Oh.
That new thing that I acquired was just a milestone thing. I'm not a big car guy.
Oh, okay.
It's actually going to shock you. I used to do this, and I'd go back to real estate.
Oh,
no shit.
Yeah, so when I was in field training, I would go be a police officer from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Then I go to real estate school from 5 to 10. Got my license in 6 weeks, and I got my license just to buy my first house.
Yeah, save on those commissions.
And then like you guys met my buddy that's working overtime.
Mm-hmm.
He works 6-7 days of overtime a month. I would sell one house a month, and it was back when all I had to do was bring somebody to a new home, sign them in.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Guys, if you're looking for any ways to support the 1911 Syndicate, go check out 1911syndicate.com. We are actually a real estate business that operates all over the country. So if you're a mill guy or LE or guns or whatever, if you're getting PCS'd or just need to buy or sell some sort of residential property, let us know. Again, you can contact us through the website. Beyond that, Patreon is a big support to us, especially right now, because the real estate market super sucks ass right now, thanks to the interest rates. So go check out the Patreon. You get some behind the scenes content. We do a bunch of giveaways. I definitely prioritize messages, questions, things like that there. And we would appreciate it. back on with the show. Real estate. Okay, cool. Well,
I mean,
hey,
you're such a people person, and connections and relationships, it makes perfect sense, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, hey, if you ever go down that path, you give me a call.
Yeah,
like I'll have a guy in Vegas at that point.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Coming up, gun number 3. Yeah, I've wanted to shoot these for quite a while. Oh yeah, sounds good behind the gun.
I bet.
Yeah.
Sounds good right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's where it's at right there.
So I have these 165s as well.
Damn.
That's nasty.
That's a cool gun, dude.
That's nasty with some
And you said
subs
they
in
only
it.
made how many of these?
So they've only done 2 drops of the Space Babies. Like the first one was when they did it in like that crazy camo pattern, and I couldn't get one. And then the second batch, I was like, I gotta get one, so I bought 3.
Cool.
That's legit. That's
I
a
don't
very
think
cool
there's
gun.
many of the actual 5.5 inch Space Babies out there.
That's really cool. I like that gun a lot. That's the kind of shit that I enjoy right there. Yeah, I can run the shit out of that. Now, here's the only downside to being a lefty. You just get fucking blasted by that thing. I was like, something on my right wrist is getting really warm right now. It's like, yes, that is correct. That is a lot of carbon that it's blasting me right there.
Oh man, it's like a toy gun for me.
It's fun. That's a fun gun. That's a very fun gun. Gun number 3. I'm a big fan of this pick. What do we got and why?
That is the Noveske Space Baby, not the Space Invader, which is also awesome, but this is the 5.5 inch barrel Space Baby. And I mean, it's just awesome. First time they dropped this, there was, they do their limited run drops, and I couldn't get one. My buddy Mike got one. I didn't get one. And then they did a second drop, and I bought 3.
Yeah,
Nice.
Have you, like, is this the kind of thing, like, I'm a sub gun for a home defense guy. Like, I actually like that as a platform. You with me on that, or you know sub gun for home defense?
I do like it for home defense, but for me, I like it because it fits nicely. It's very easy to hide in my truck or car.
Yeah. Bag.
And if I came home and my front
vehicle.
door's kicked open, I'd much rather go inside with this
Yes.
than just my handgun.
Then a pistol.
Yeah, no doubt. And then, okay, so how do we have this thing kitted out?
So Leupold LCO, one of my favorite optics. Leupold, bring it back, or release another version of it. Something, please. On the Kinetic Development Group mount, which you guys just saw, like that thing, we did a video on it. I love these mounts.
Yeah, show how that works. I thought we're gonna have to pick some of these things up because it's very cool.
Rotates right on, right off, slides on, clicks in, good to go.
I mean,
holds.
that's a great
And then
design.
for those wondering about Zero, my full video, we shoot 4 different groups, take them all off, reattach them, and then it's the same exact Zero. This thing is awesome. Then running a Holosun
Such a fan of that.
LE321G unit. Like I was telling you guys, I really like this unit because it gives you white light, visible laser, as well as IR illuminator, IR laser. So you have it all in one. Rotate the dial. It uses a crane plug, so you can, like, I'm really big on ergonomics. So right here, this is a Magwell grip style gun because of how short the barrel is.
Yeah.
So I can come right here and it puts my thumb. And it's like everything we do. Like, you guys know how we all mimic our handgun grip to everything else. So that's why I like it. And then to make it super quiet, CGS Mod 9 full size. Really dig the can on a tri-lug. So just pops on, pops off.
Yep.
Very easy. And then Noveske's cool. They'll put on the tri-lug for you. They ship it like that.
Yeah.
On the Space Invader, though, it's built into the barrel, which is cool.
Yeah.
This one, because the barrel's so short, it's just an adapter.
And Colt mags.
Cold straight mags, man. Yeah. I don't like Glock mags I don't like the ink. It just looks weird.
It looks so stupid. It looks like Chris Glock eye.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me, but I also understand what you guys are saying.
Like, even on my MP5 stuff, I run MP5 straight mags.
Oh, God,
really?
yeah,
I buy them for $85.
I was gonna say, I mean, that's a spendy move there. Okay, so this is a standard question we ask everyone because we think it hopefully can impart some wisdom to folks in the gun community, which is, I have a belief the gun community can be its own worst enemy.
Sure.
So how do we be good stewards for the Second Amendment community and bring new people into it?
Corny as it sounds, just be positive. Thumper rule. If you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. Like you see a video you don't like, cool, keep scrolling. Like post more about the positivity. We all like every channel likes to do anything gun related, has no problem posting when somebody screws up, makes an accident. We see plenty of those. And I'm not saying that we don't need to hold those people accountable, but that's all we see.
Yeah.
We don't see, just like the news, like we don't see when, an active shooter stopped by a concealed carrier.
Yeah.
We just see when an active shooter hurts a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
We don't see when a cop does a good thing. Like, the Arizona shooting you had where the guy, that guy that took the baby hostage and he dropped him with one shot in the AR.
Yeah.
That was very limited coverage on that. But I just think being positive, I mean, you guys have spent the last few days with me and you've seen anything negative, I just stay away from. It's like a cancer, and I spent a good part of my life as a cop seeing a lot of negativity stuff, and it just kind of woke me up to there's more to life.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny, being in as you obviously see, but being in essence public figures inside of the gun community,
Sure.
And putting yourself out there via video and everything, you just see the
man.
the BS that comes to you, and you're like, guys, do you think that anyone who's not in this community is seeing this behavior and says, well, I want to be a part of that? No.
Right?
Just be positive. Again, it's not to say that there's not critical thought that can happen, but it's just man, figure out how to channel it.
I love when somebody can get me to change my mind on something. That's great.
Sure.
Learning something new. I strive to learn something new every day. But, like you're saying, we deal with all the comments and stuff, and it's I try to focus on the guys that take the time, that go on the video, watch it, and even if they don't agree with it, but have general good feedback about why. I love talking to those guys to get, one, as I'm a salesman for my company as well as others that I market for, so I like to hear that feedback and I want to know those things. But at the same time, I love when I can learn something cool, different perspective. You know what I mean? Seeing things from other people's perspectives, I think is really eye-opening. But at the same time, it's a lot of the comments, you guys deal with it a lot too, are just nonsense. And it's I've learned from me, I just block and delete and move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an asshole. I go back at people. If I'm if you want to talk shit, I'll talk shit back. That's fine.
I'm somebody who just I like to have good relationships with people, and I don't like negativity. So I just learned from me, block, delete, move to the guy that actually either one is asking a legit question, or two just has something positive to say.
Yeah,
and you can see from the questions if it's phrased in a way oh no, they actually want to have a discussion about this and figure it out
on that new
or
wing,
they're just being haters.
Guy just was hey man, hear me out on this. And I was that's exactly what do you got? And then he brings it up those are good things to bring up. Yeah,
valid. Cool. All right, guys, moving on to gun number 2. Going to go to the trigger, and I was like, no. So just riding the wing all the way down till I hit it. Okay, there's the trigger right there. Okay. Oh, that's very soft. Very, very soft. That's 115s too. Yeah, that's a soft shooter right there. Jesus. Yeah.
Lefty problems.
Lefty shit right there.
Problems.
Yeah, that's a really nice shooting gun. I almost never shoot XC. I've shot XCs very little, which is funny because I love 2011s, but
never shot with one of these wings, so. Huh. That is soft as shit.
Yeah, super
I don't
soft.
even see it recoil up.
No.
I see it coming straight back.
Yep. I could feel it just straight back, straight forward.
Yeah, really nice shooting gun. XC's a nice model.
We got gun number 2.
Staccato XC, my second one, because this is the duty version.
Okay.
So all of the awesomeness that you guys love from the Staccato XC, but now mixed in with a Staccato P trigger, so not as light of a trigger, and a heavier spring, so it doesn't come out of battery as easy.
Okay.
There's a couple agencies in California that actually started authorizing these for duty use in this configuration, so Staccato started offering it. I'm not exactly sure. I think you have to special order it from them, but it is something they will do.
Okay. And then kitted out, you obviously got your
Acro P2.
Okay.
And then Surefire X300B with the antimatter wing, the hot craziness that is either people love it or hate it right now on Instagram.
Yeah, I think your video literally went up like today that we're filming this, not today when you see this. But you're kind of digging it?
Yeah, man. I mean, is it needed? No. Like, if your fundamentals are solid, you don't need it. But also, if your fundamentals are solid, like Chris, you shot like, oh my God, it shoots. Like, if you didn't think an XE could shoot any more flat than it does when you put this thing on, because now you can throttle it how much you want it to not move at all. When I was watching you shoot it from the side profile, I would have to slow it down like 1,000 frames per second to see any recoil, if anything, because it was just slide cycling straight back.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, this leads to the previous question too. Like, if it's your thing, cool. If it's not, dude, cool. Like, things can exist that you don't like and someone else might like it.
Right.
So, yeah.
Is that fitting holsters without what
Yeah,
you would know?
They designed it really well. So like the new Safariland XC holster that just came out, we did a video on that. It fits that, no problems, no modifications needed. Won't fit the Blackhawk T-Series because it does get caught up in there the way that T-Series holster is designed. And then all of our holsters and stuff works just fine. You don't have to have blockouts or anything like that. So, and the other thing they specifically did, like their thing is they were looking for ways for some officers to get this type of leverage accessory, but not have to deal with policies of like, hey, you popped out your center pin, you know, your frame pin there, and you can't do that. It's modifying the gun. Well, no, you're modifying the weapon light now, so it's not violating department policies.
Smart.
Very smart.
Very smart.
Cool. Good guys over there too.
Yeah.
Yep.
And very soft shooting gun. Very, you know, I mean, it's comped gun, so of course, but nice.
I call that
soft
gun
shooting
cheat codes. Like,
Yeah. No, it's fair. It's fair. Okay. All right. Moving on. So this is what we call the lightning round. This is where we hit you with the hard, the real hard journalism shit. Okay. So first question, and there's only 2 questions. First question is, I know you're a positive person. You're going to have to go a tad bit dark in this section. Okay. So you have been caught for whatever your crimes were. They were pretty significant, and you are now on death row. Okay. So sad day. Roger's going down. But beforehand, they will allow you your final meal, which consists of appetizer, entree, dessert, which can be anything from anywhere. So if you had that one incredible meal in New York or whatever the thing is, they will bring it in piping hot. So appetizer, entree, dessert.
The appetizer, oh man, that's a hard one. It's either gonna be a Pizza Hut Pan Supreme pizza.
Oh my God.
Or the pizza that I had, that white pizza I was telling you guys about in Italy. Guys, they're...
Do the Italy one, please.
Also, I like the honesty, right? Pan
Dude,
pizza.
my first job was a Pizza Hut, and people were like, you're going to get sick of pizza. Guess what I never got sick of?
Pizza.
What was the first thing you guys had when you came to my house?
Pizza.
Yeah. Okay, so we got appetizer.
Entree. Oh, man. I mean, I know everybody's like, oh, a steak and potato. I'm like, yeah, that sounds good, but honestly, probably like a Whopper from Burger King. It's all the stuff I don't eat anymore that I like miss because it like just tears me up.
Yeah.
But like Whopper, like...
Well, if you're going
Not
down,
even an In-N-Out?
Huh?
Not even In-N-Out animal
I'm
style?
not,
Whopper?
so like, I guess maybe it's one of those things because I have In-N-Out everywhere that I'm just like, In-N-Out's okay.
Okay.
Like I'll eat it, but it's like, don't get me wrong, it's better than Burger King, but Burger King is like, if...
Some nostalgia to it.
Well, the thing is, if I'm about to die, like, I'm not going to have to...
Load it up.
I'm not going to have the consequences of eating that Whopper.
This is true. Coroner's got to deal with that. Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah. Okay.
Dessert, that was an easy one. Chocolate, or was it, caramel, chocolate, vanilla, brownie ice cream from Handles.
That's that place you and your
Yeah,
girl
we
go
should
to.
go there today before you guys leave.
Yeah,
But yes.
okay.
And they have that flavor back in stock right now.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, my
well,
girlfriend
hey.
just bought me a quart of it because I'm on this meal plan and I can't have it right now.
Okay.
Nice.
Sounds good. And then the
Very
final,
simple.
Yeah, no, it's clean. You know, some dirty choices in there. I judge you a little bit for, but okay. And then the final question, with no further ado, who's more likely to go to hell, me or Chris?
I would say just from looks on camera, Chris, but getting to know you both, definitely you.
Damn it!
We are 6-0 on that.
Damn it!
I mean, he got in the hot tub. You didn't.
I thought it was going.
That took a turn.
I thought it was going my direction. I was like, okay, and then he just pulled it right back. It's so harsh.
I love the way he put it.
After getting to know me.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It's just salt in an open wound right there.
It's so
So we are
harsh.
6-0 on that.
So
I mean,
depending on
that's
how
not
you,
a coincidence.
I look at it like this: I'm undefeated in
losing?
going to hell. Yes, I have 1,000 batting average right now on losing.
You do know you have red hair.
I do, and I'm
Okay.
left-handed too.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
Odds are stacked, huh?
Yeah.
literally, we'll get left-handed customer orders, and like people will be like, oh, they probably have red hair too.
Yeah, no, that's true. And with that thrilling finale, we're taking you on to gun number 1. Very nice shooting gun. Very nice shooting gun. That is an area where I do like the Hugs cans is just not having the back pressure.
Yeah.
You know, just lends to a softer shooting experience.
That is incredibly soft for how small it is.
Great shooting gun.
Great build, dude. That
Great
gun is
shooting gun.
badass.
Okay, gun number 1, what do we got? Good build, I like this build.
ADM UIC Mod 2 10.5-inch SBR, hands down my favorite.
So here's what I find interesting about your choices. There's no, like, you didn't go the like, okay, I need the distance gun and everything. You went more for a shorter, distance sort of play with everything.
I mean, granted, I was a police officer for a little over 7 years. I have even in that time, I have limited experience with actually having to clear rooms or operate or use a gun in a professional capacity, like where I was defending my life, right? Every single time, it was been in like super short distances.
Mm-hmm.
I've dipped into the long range stuff, but just to me, it's like, if I had to go do something, this is what I did for a long time. This is what I trained for years, and I'm very comfortable moving through houses and,
You know it very well.
Exactly. And so with that, that's why like this. And the thing is, like, people are like, oh, you're only able to shoot to like 300 yards with that. Okay, I can't even see I can't see 100 yards.
Right. Yeah. The distance thing, it's all dependent on the shooter. I think environment dictates a lot, right? Which is, hey, you live in an urban environment.
Yep.
It's like, so do I. There's virtually no scenario where I'm shooting half a mile. Like, it's not really a thing for me, But it's like, I know people get all riled up in the comments of, but what do you got to head to the mountains? When are you heading to the mountains?
Right.
What are you heading to the mountains for? Yeah. Like, you're going to sit in your home if shit pops off because you're just going to defend your castle, right?
I mean, I can't head to the mountains in my Tesla.
This is very true. This is very true.
That's funny. Talk about a build. Obviously, this is the primary thing that's pretty cool.
Yep.
This is yours, correct?
Yep. So I studied laser engraving for like 40 hours and learned how to change the color of the polymers with our lasers. So we do offer those, tiger stripe. It's laser there, so the color's never coming off, which is really cool. It just goes with the overall aesthetic. So I asked ADM for everything with the receiver, lower and upper and rail to be OD green, and then all, FDE Magpul furniture. And then that one's my full power PEC. Okay. And then I think the only thing I'm gonna change out on that is I just ordered the new Surefire Turbo.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll put that, because they just came out with an FDE, and then the Huxworks can an FDE as well, which I think is just a super clean aesthetic. EOTech to match on top.
On a riser, which is
the ADM riser.
ADM riser, yeah cool.
Nice, the QD riser is great. I mean, that
solid
thing,
build.
Yeah, I love it. It's ambidextrous. They use Radian stuff internals. They use a Geisley trigger, which are my favorite triggers. They use a Criterion taper profile barrel, so the heat isn't there. It just disappears. And I mean, the gun just runs.
Very nice for a shorty gun. Shot very nice. A shorty gun that's suppressed.
Right.
And then you noticed not a ton of gas either, even as a lefty.
No, and part of that's the cam, part of that's the gassing of the gun, but my experience shooting is very nice, very enjoyable gun. It's the kind of gun that I would, I'd throw down for a gun like that. So
I have like 5 or 6 ADMs, and for good reason.
Yeah,
solid gun. Well, that pretty much takes us to the finale here. It's fun having you come out and do this.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I feel like this is
I'm glad we finally got to like hang out.
right.
Yeah.
Thanks for being such a good host. I mean, not trying to blow sugar at you, but it's been a great host, taking care of us the last 3 days in his own house. Like, just want to say thank you.
Yeah, man. I mean, I bought that house to have people over and entertain guests, and it's been fun.
Yeah. All right, that's it. We'll take you to some final thoughts.
All right, guys. So if you carry a gun, or I guess in any case, you need to have a legally justified self-defense scenario, whether a rock or a gun. You're going to want what, Jake?
What are these bad boys?
Jack Johnson and Tom O'Leary.
Yes. FLP, we use Firearms Legal Protection service we've had for a while, and they sponsor the channel for a while. It's code 1911. That's the number 1911. If you spell out 1911, I swear I will find you. So the code is 1911, saves you about 30% off. You've got the Married Traveling Man package.
Yeah. So when I travel across the country with my other job, if I'm legally allowed to carry in that state, I'm legally covered in that state. You, being a single guy, it's the Married Single Guy package. You never leave your house.
That's not a real thing, by the way. Married Single Guy package.
No, I made that up right now.
Yes.
But it sounds good.
Yeah, it sounded good because you said it so confidently, even though it's not a real package.
FLP, there you
but
go.
if you need the single guy package like me for someone who primarily stays in their state, that's what this guy's got. So anyway, check it out. Code 1911. Save you guys some cash. Appreciate it.